Hey guys, this is Snow Blossom. Welcome to week 3 of May for my 2025 creative project. Ooh, I remembered the name change. This week's theme is Maze, based on May's theme, tongue twister, May's theme of Lost. I've once again infiltrated my partner's room. When you see this, Odie, I'm back. I'm in your room. I hope you don't mind. Also, exciting news. I've decided to finally dig out my microphone, and by dig out I mean literally just grab it from my bookshelf. Um, is the audio going to be better or worse? I think it's worse, but we'll see. We'll see. I feel so professional. I'm using like OBS. I used it last time and I think the time before. I feel like so cool, actually. This is awesome. Like, I'm thinking next time, I'm too lazy to get it right now, but next time I can grab my drawing tablet, plug it in, and use that as um like a second monitor to see my OBS between. Oh, this is just so exciting. I literally, as a kid, I wanted to be a YouTuber so bad. Like I remember, I remember it's this YouTube channel, by the way. This is the same YouTube channel. You can go back and watch Underfell Sands, me drawing Underfell Sands. That was my dream. Being like Ikimaru. I wanted to be Ikimaru. Okay. And you know what? I kind of am now. Obviously not like iconic enough to be Ikimaru, but like the general idea, very exciting. Um, I really do apologize if this mic is not the best. I know that like if I tap it or move it too much, it like makes that gritty noise. I'm so sorry. I will try to figure it out eventually. Um, okay. So the plan for this week again is another poem and another sketch. I'm really liking this kind of working dynamic. It's so much easier on me than getting everything together and doing a painting. I'm done with the paintings. I'm not doing the paintings again. But honestly, what I could do is just like every 4 months change it up. Like the first 4 months of the year, I did paintings. So maybe the next 4 months I'll do poems. And the last three, I don't know. Maybe I'll work on like character design. I don't know. Maybe I'll just like change it up a little. Or instead of poems, I'll do full on stories. I don't know. As I've said, I don't. Um, yeah, so let's get to it. When I think of Maze, obviously, iconically, I think of Maze Runner. I specifically think, I think it was Mitzan. I think Mitzan did it, or Afmao, someone of that grouping, did like a Minecraft series of Maze Runner. That was crazy. Um, Maze, I think of Fruity Maze from Five Nights at Freddy's. I should probably, how's the, I don't know. I should probably actually stop thinking of series. Um, Maze Runner, Minecraft Maze Runner, Fruity Maze. Um, Clowns, I guess. Clowns, Distortion, um, Dead Ends, Dead Ends, Oversized. Because when you think of a maze, it's like a lot of the times it's huge and you're like this tiny little thing. You know, you know. Oversized. Yes, walls, maze, twists and turns. Can I? Thank you. Okay, my shirt is puffing up like crazy. Twists and turns. Um, for some reason I'm thinking Alice in Wonderland. Don't know why. Okay. That's pretty good. 21 seconds? Not bad. Maze. I do not know what to do for maze. Um, guys, I'm like actually so stuck. Maze? See, it was easier when I was like writing down these themes because I just assumed I'd be painting all of them. It's not that hard to like paint a maze themed painting. But to write a poem, like I'm sure it's not that hard. Let's let's take a step back from the words. Whoa. Like this is difficult. I think what's difficult too is I like to try to make sure I'm not following the same scheme when I write, because a lot of my poetry sounds very similar, which I think I talked about this last time. I guess that's just personal style and just like your personal sound. But I don't want it to be like the exact same every time. And I feel like I kind of brink the edge of sounding the same every time. Went back and read through every single poem I've written, and I think I have an idea. Um, what if I did a poem or a short story, maybe, based on kind of like gender and identity exploration? Maze, gender and identity exploration, I feel like kind of makes sense, like, at least with my experience of like figuring out gender, figuring out sexuality, figuring out just identity as a whole has been maze for me, quite literally. Um, so I think that would be a good topic to focus on and kind of use a maze as like the symbolism for that. I'll probably edit out a lot of that's a lot. Okay, gender identity, sexuality, expression, confusion. See, the thing that's difficult here is I already have like a gender identity poem, which is Hello Body. So I have to do something that isn't Hello Body. Unless I did like Hello Body too. But I don't think that's I don't think that fits this theme. I think that's a solid place to end it. I think that's a solid place to end it. There. Um, okay. I think I'm finally done on the poem. I'm finally done on the poem. So I will. Oh, okay, calm down. So I will get to a sketch. I already have an idea in my mind. Thank God. And then I think you'll get a little sketch of my final piece. And then you can hear the whole poem. Okay. See ya for now. Okay, me again with questionably better or worse audio. I don't really know. So, I'm doing my little doodle here, my little sketch. I really wanted to keep this simple. Like, yes, I had an idea in mind, but I really did not want to like go full out cuz that's not the point. The point is that I'm doing a poem and a sketch based on the poem. This to me is a sketch. Cuz like for me in my style, just the way I am, I don't know. When I draw on like digitally, it's not as effortless for me as it is with like a pen and paper. So, I do have to put in a little bit of effort. I honestly don't know what I'm doing with this maze shape, but I feel like it worked out in the end. I do like the end product. It could be like an album cover almost. And then, yeah, texture, I don't even know what I was doing. And then I was like, I want footprints. Let me go get, instead of drawing a bunch of little tiny footprints, let me go find a footprint pen. No one has any footprint pens, so I had to make my own. I had to make my own pen of footprints, and clearly I do not understand how Ibis like pen settings work. So here I am looking at, oh my god, like it was difficult. If anyone wants footprint pens on Ibis Paint, let me know. I've got the brush for you. Um I feel like I can't remember if I said it. I feel like it could be like an album cover almost. Anyway, there's that. And get ready for the poem. Yay. My spine contorts as I make the turn, my feet hitting the ground at opposite intervals. The walls reach high, suffocating me and overwhelming my senses. As I turn the corner, I see yet another wall in front of me. Dead end. I sigh, dropping my shoulders, and turn back around. I kick at the dirty floor while I shuffle back to my last intersection. I have one more path to try. One more path before I'm forced to give up, admit to myself that I was wrong, accept that things will stay as they are. I reach the crossroad and turn down that final hall. It goes on, endlessly. No more corners to turn, and no end walls in sight. Is this finally it? I look down at the ground, seeing how the walls form ahead of me, where the seams of the walls and floor meet. There's a bend. A slight but noticeable curve in the wall, forming to the right. I walk on. The area between the walls gets slimmer, suffocating me more. The curve becomes more and more noticeable as time goes on, but eventually the size stops changing. After 20 minutes of walking, things begin repeating. Brick placements, rock sizes, dirt patches. It's become a closed circle. Hey guys, editing Snow Blossom. I just figured I would actually end the video properly instead of just having like a little title card that says thank you for watching. If you made it this far, obviously thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy art, poetry, writing, video games, I don't know, a lot of different things, stick around. Check out my Instagram, check my Tumblr, I don't know. I do want to say before I end it, I think I'm gonna take a break from this project in June. Because happy Pride Month, I deserve a break. But I believe June is also Art Fight, and I want to do Art Fight. So, I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna do Art Fight. I don't know. I might do a whole video on that and kind of figure out a way to break down the project again. Maybe I'll just say Art Fight is what I'm doing for the month. I don't know. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.